Hey guys, Dan the Mediocre. Welcome to the channel. Now today, I'm over here in New York City on 32nd Street, Manhattan, right? I'm just walking down the street and then I happen to notice this sign right over here. Udon Lab, right? So I found myself staring at it. I'm thinking like, wow, that kind of sounds scientific. And actually, the font kind of looks scientific. So I'm just like, what on earth are they doing over there? It should be a restaurant, right? Let's go check it out.
Alright, guys. So, as I was crossing the street, I did not know what I was about to experience, and believe me, guys, this turned out to be a very different kind of restaurant. It doesn't adhere to the standard practices of restauranting, and so I will give you examples. As I stepped in, right, I was greeted by a very heavy bass music, but oddly enough, it is of such high quality music that I would believe it should be in a fancy nightclub. Very clear, crisp sound. Right now, I find that, restaurants don't need such good music, but there it is. So, I got the menu and I ordered the takoyaki for $11, which is an appetizer, as well as the pork katsu curry udon for $22. So here is example number 1 of how this restaurant is different. I was given this here wooden ladle that has a very odd shape to it. Now it is, I believe it is some kind of wood, and it has some kind of finish on it. Lacquer perhaps? Polyurethane maybe? I do not know, but it is an oddly shaped ladle. Along with the ladle, I was given chopsticks. Right? These chopsticks, is a little darker than usual. It is like as if you have white bread that is regular chopsticks, this will be whole wheat. Interesting, guys. Never seen that before in my life. The first thing to arrive is my takoyaki appetizer. Let's take a closer look. It is slightly different because the toppings on it has been grated down to very fine granules. So let's try the takoyaki. Caution: takoyaki can sometimes be hot. After carefully eating some of the takoyaki, I find that it has a pleasant texture and flavor and taste and all that, so I would give it an 8.5. Although for $11, it is a little bit on the pricier side of things, but it wasn't too bad. It was okay. 8.5, guys. 8.5. So while we're waiting for the udon, let's take a look around. The udon has arrived, guys. There's a pork katsu on top, and the udon noodles are somewhat squared. Interesting, guys, interesting. So another deviation from a standard restaurant is the use of these seemingly highly unstable bowls. I wonder how many times these things got tipped over. But let's taste it. Guys, it certainly tastes different. It got some sort of burnt flavor to it. Let's take a look at that. So I put the sauce over here onto the side plate here. Let's take a closer look at the sauce. Now, I notice that the sauce over here has little black flecks. I believe that these black flecks are actually, I don't know, burnt garlic or something similar to that. That's what it tasted like, burnt garlic. Interesting flavor choice. Now, I did find that the pork katsu was a little bit overcooked, but it was still edible. The next example, I found that I needed some salt. So I asked the waitress, I said, "Excuse me, may I please have some salt?" And she says yes. So I'm looking at her, and she walks over right by the hostess stand, takes out a little plastic pouch and takes out a container of salt, and she brings it over to me. Yes, it's strange, guys. I'm like, why is the salt in the little plastic little pouch? So she brings it over. I said, thank you. And I'm looking at it. This is a cheese shaker, guys. Look at the holes in this sucker. You know, so I gotta just pour some out in my hand and sprinkle it on my food that way. God forbid if I wasn't paying attention. You know, I would have just been like, oh my God, you know, like 15 grams of salt right into the curry. Gotta be careful, guys. This is not a standard restaurant. So let's try it with the salt. Hey, pretty good. With the salt, I will give this curry a 7.5. Well, I'm going to call this the end of the video. Thank you for watching, guys. And remember, a new New York City video every Tuesday.